Welcome, welcome, welcome. This is Coffee with Jenni and Dre. This is episode 60. We're still moving along. What's going on, Jenni?
What's up? What's up?
That's my co-host over there, man, looking beautiful with the slick back bun. She's tired as hell this morning.
Sleepy.
Yep. From what?
Sleepy.
From what?
From nothing. That's
okay.
that's the thing. That's the topic of discussion
is it because
today.
you're old as hell?
We had very good friends over last night, but not like a party environment.
Mm-hmm.
Just over, took some photos, ate pizza, had a glass of wine.
For sure.
And I feel, now granted, we look down, we're just hanging out outside. The kids, they brought 3 and then we had our 3. So there's 6 kids there just doing whatever they wanted to do pretty much the whole night. We look down and it's like 11:45 or midnight or something. I'm like, it's cool. Tomorrow's Sunday. No. Tomorrow was Monday.
Yeah. Shout out to my boy Ross, man. He is the head coach at Hyde Park. If you got any kids that want to be a part of something that's going to be great, man, a good coaching staff, dude that's a magnet to kids, man.
He's awesome.
I suggest you send your kids to Hyde Park. It's a private school, man. Academics is great. Sports is great. He's going to do great things over there at Hyde Park. So shout out to Hyde Park, man. They're the Panthers, right? I think they're the Panthers.
They were Panthers?
Panthers, man.
They're red.
They're the Panthers. Never mind what she's saying. I know it. They're the Panthers. So shout out to Hyde Park and my boy Ross, man, for grabbing that head coaching job over there, man. Expect great things out of them.
Yeah, he's awesome. And then in return, his wife is Lisa, the one that does all the photos and stuff. So we did a real cute 4th of July photo shoot with the kids and popsicles, and those melted real quick.
Yeah.
And what else? Watermelon. It was real cute. It was real cute. She did her thing with that. So that's all we did. It was nothing like
any 4th of July plans?
Crazy.
What's our 4th of July plans?
Rodeo.
Oh, we are going to the rodeo. We do that every year.
This week is going to be crazy because we're here. We go to the rodeo. We come back. Our kids go to
church camp,
overnight church camp for the first time.
Yeah.
So making sure, you guys, I was like, yeah, sounds fun. Church camp. I've spent so much money on getting everything they need for church camp. I mean,
at least they give you a list of everything you need to get.
There's a list, but like from sleeping bags to the clothes, to the water shoes, to the bug sprays and it's a lot. And then like family size snacks that they're all going to share. And then now this is a big deal.
Oh, that's why she told me don't eat those Pringles.
That was a family size snack we're supposed to be taking.
Oh, okay. Well, you need to buy some more.
Yeah. But the other thing that is like popular, which you don't know yet, but we're supposed to do, which we got to do that this week. All the parents write notes to your kids. And so when we get there at drop off, there's a box for the money. There's a box for
money for what?
So that the kids have money. The kids can keep their money with them too. But she said if you think they'll lose it, then they'll keep up with their money.
Okay.
Money. Cards from the parents. So like every day they'll give them a card from their parent, which of course we have to do because I would feel awful if they didn't have a card and their friends had cards. Cards from their parents, snacks. There's another.
I don't know. I don't look at the list.
Yeah, there's a list. You guys,
job.
Anyways, that's my point. There's a lot to keep up with when you're sending your kids away for 3 days. Like I am kind of terrified that I'm going to forget something. Yeah. Oh, medications, having that filled out, and then I have to turn them in. Corey, of course, with all her allergies, we have to make sure she has all of her things labeled and whatnot. And the nurse has to have instructions because they won't let Corey do it by herself. They have to give it to her. So excited, but I feel like it's like a lot. Yeah. It's a lot.
And then so it's rodeo, church camp.
And then the day, basically, then
Puerto
like
Rico.
2 days they get back from church camp. We leave for Puerto Rico for a week. So the next couple of weeks for us are super busy.
But fun. Yeah.
I'm so excited. I am so excited for Puerto Rico.
I'm
so
not
like,
really that excited.
I am so excited.
Yeah.
I can't wait. So anyone that's listening to this and you're like, oh my gosh, just went there, or love it there, I used to live there, whoever you are, send us, because we're going to be pretty much all over that island. So send us your recommendations for food,
You got any
local
spots
food
out there?
Yeah, like whatever we should do.
Strip clubs?
No strip clubs, but whatever we should do.
Yeah. So no strip
Send
clubs.
it.
Cool.
Yeah.
Got it. All right, let's jump into the pod. So number 2, well, let's start with segment 1. I guess we'll go there first. It was a topic, what?
Why were we going straight to number 2 and not number 1?
Because I want to do that one after this one.
Okay.
So it's called, phone and etiquette boundaries. And so do you agree, or do you feel that you should have my friend's phone number and vice versa? I have your friend's phone number?
I guess I've never really thought about it. Yeah. I think that's normal.
You think that's normal?
Well, because we have a very intricate circle of friends. So like, yeah, it would be bizarre if I didn't have Jason's phone number. But it would be bizarre if I didn't.
Do you think it's weird if I was to text one of your friends without you knowing?
No, not my friend, not the friends that I like, my specific friends. Like I only have a handful.
Yeah.
So the ones that I know that you would be texting, I'm okay with you texting any of those people.
Okay.
So yes. Now, if we want to like broaden that, like if I have an acquaintance who we randomly hang out, but she's not in our like we are in group chats with our friends, and they're with your friends, with my friend, we're in group chats together. Then and you're like randomly texting her without me, then I think that would like, what would be the point? I would need to understand, unless you were like setting up a surprise birthday party for me. Like there would be no reason
to text your friends.
To text anybody else.
For sure. I mean, I don't think that because the topic that they were talking about, it was the dude was like, there's no reason for my girl to ever text any of my friends. But me and Trey, when we work out, like this probably, I've never had his girl's number before.
He's the one friend that I don't have his number.
Yeah, but he has your number.
Yeah.
And I have his girl number because we work out at the gym. He was like, yeah, man, if I ever, working out and something happen, I pass out in this motherfucker, you need to be able to.
He's
so he
the
gave
one
me his
friend
number
that
and his daughter's number.
Yeah, I wanted his number one time because he's a fashion guy, and I wanted to get you something, and I was like, Trey would know where to get this, but I didn't have his number. But then I couldn't be like, hey, babe, send me Trey's number, because then you'd be like, what? Why?
Yeah.
So like that's probably the only time. And I don't know if I follow him on Instagram. I don't know. I would have to like look and see if I could hit him up that way. But I don't agree with there's never a reason. Like I have contacted the majority of your friends, but that's mostly like, I'm doing this thing for Andre. Like, this is what we're doing. This is what time. Now, the people that I'm not super close with, I'll go through someone else, like tell him.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah,
like, I can't remember like specifically who, but like a lot of your like there's a few in your group that I don't have their information. So I would like tell Matt, just tell them, or tell Burrell, tell him about it, or Jason, tell whatever. But
because he was also saying, they were also in that couple, when we listened to the couple, they were saying like it's called boundaries. They don't allow.
Oh, that's okay.
Was two different ones, but they also were saying that in their boundaries that they have in their relationship, that they don't talk to the opposite sex unless it's in a group chat. It's group chat.
Yeah.
So like if I was to reach out to your friend, I would put you in the group chat as well, so it doesn't get sticky. I think that's a little too dramatic.
You have to like, again, if I have respect for you, like I'm loyal to you, like nothing is ever going to cross those boundaries. Like with me, it's called like self-discipline. Like also, like why would you ever allow yourself with a friend? I know that it happens. That's the sad thing, is it happens.
Yeah.
It happens, but like I don't think where we are right now, any of your friends would ever try anything, and none of my friends would ever try anything, and you wouldn't try anything with any of my friends. Like I have full trust in our friends that there would be no lines, boundaries crossed at all.
For sure.
I have been in that situation though. I hadn't even thought about it till just now with my ex-boyfriend, not husband, the one I dated for a long time. One of his friends, I remember this now, never thought about it before, like friends definitely tried to shoot a shot one night outside. He was like at his car, said something like, when you're done with him, holler at me type thing. And I was like, that was crazy.
Yeah.
like super disrespectful. Like, why would he have even had
Well,
said that?
He don't F with old boy like that then. That's what it
That
is.
was well, they were like teammates. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they were, and I immediately told him because I was like, that was disrespectful, and I don't want anything to get twisted around saying like I gave him a reason to ever say that to me.
Yeah.
I mean, nothing came of it. It wasn't like but like just that was crazy. But we don't. That was also when we were like 20 years old. So like your mindset as a young man is probably different. But
Yeah.
we're grown now, and I just don't see any of our friends doing that now. However, if there is someone in your group that would do that, or in my group that would do that, then because it happens.
Yeah, for sure.
So like I
I'm not
don't
playing no games.
I
My
don't know
boys
how it
already know what time it
happens.
is with me.
But it happens. Like
Yeah.
you hear about it all. Oh yeah, like my man. There's someone just wrote us about that, didn't she? That long. Remember the long one? Did we talk about that already? Mm-hmm. Where she was basically like my best friend. My boyfriend just left me for my best friend.
Oh yeah, we didn't even talk about
forgot
that.
about that.
We're gonna talk about it on this one.
Okay.
I forgot exactly
And-
about that one too, for sure.
Yeah, and
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
like, how does that even? I really would like to find someone that y'all did that, like the best friend left for the boyfriend, and like talk to y'all, because like, how does that happen? How does it happen? I don't know. I don't know how it happens.
I want to find that one.
Yeah,
It was
I forgot about. She is a listener wrote us
Yeah.
a pretty long thing about that had just happened to her.
She sure did. I forgot what. Damn, I wish I can find it. I gotta really look it now because we got so many of them that have came through.
So I just think it's about, again, respect, boundaries, yes, but like, to what extent am I gonna tell you can't speak to any of my friends? Like, then they're not my friends if I don't trust you to be able to speak to them without me being around. Like, I think that would be crazy. Now,
And I told her we was gonna talk about it. I can't even find it.
now, if you were like, hey, I text just Candace, even Candace would be like, I don't think I would ever think twice about you going to meet with Candace for like lunch. Like, hey, Candace is in this area. I'm gonna go run, and I just don't see like that. That still wouldn't be weird to me because it's Candace.
Yeah.
So
I'm not having lunch with none of your friends in life. Like it's not. I don't even. I mean, none of your friends are that cool enough for me to even want to be like, yo.
that's rude.
How's that rude?
What do you mean they're not cool enough?
None of
for
them are
you?
cool enough for me.
Well, none of your friends are that cool either.
Stop. You're really just hating right now. But I'm saying I'm not going to do that. I think that's just overstepping the boundaries of that type of
So
stuff.
if Jason called me and was like, where are you? And I'm like, I'm right here. He's like, oh, I'm at whatever. Would it be weird if I went
No,
over
because
there?
Jason's cool.
So it's the coolness behind Jason that makes it okay.
Jason's cool. Yeah.
Okay,
let's,
so no, wait, I'm not done.
Okay.
So you're at the domain. Candace is at the domain, and she sees you walk by, and she's eating at Dogs, and you're hungry. And she's like, hey, just saw you. Come eat with me. You wouldn't go eat with Candace because she's not cool enough.
No, I like Candace Bush, and I'll go eat with Candy for sure.
Okay.
Definitely. Okay, tell me this. Let me see. What was that I wanted to ask you about? Okay, tell me this. If you are out at a bar with your friends, do you think it's disrespectful? Well, let me ask you this first. If you're out at the bar with your friends, have you ever let a guy buy you a drink?
Since we've been married?
Yeah.
No.
Since we've been married, you haven't do that. So do you think that it's disrespectful for a married woman to allow a man to buy them a drink?
I feel like that's sticky waters. And it's so for me, I wouldn't. I don't need a man buying me a drink. I think that puts you in a sticky situation as a married woman you shouldn't be in.
Yeah.
Because if a man is buying you a drink, then he's probably going to want some type of conversation or something for buying you that drink.
Okay.
So no, I don't think it's appropriate. But I think that there's women out there that probably could get then you're just using him too. Then it's just weird. So why would you even allow him to buy you a drink knowing you're not going to entertain him?
Because once the drink is bought, conversation is going to start.
Yeah.
Because then he's going to be like, oh, so you can't have friends?
There's no reason to even do that.
Yeah. Because the dude is automatically, even if you're married, he bought you a drink and you accepted the drink, he's going to be like, wait, so you can't have friends, and then that leads to other stuff.
No, but and even where I am in my life now, like I'm the one that's like, I don't want anyone touching my drinks or buying drinks or anything because I don't trust anybody anymore. I'm like, he probably mollied it. Nope, there's something in it. Nope, like I want to go get my drink, watch the bartender get it, do it. And then this is my drink. I don't need anyone to buy me anything.
So do you think it's disrespectful or do you think it's harmless?
I think it's disrespectful to an extent because there's maybe it's disrespect isn't. It's just what's the point? Mm-hmm. Why do you need somebody buying you a drink when you're married? Like there's just no reason. And flip that. There is no reason or ever a time that you should ever be buying a woman a drink, ever. Yeah. I don't care who she's with, who you know, you should not be buying a woman a drink. Mm-hmm. And I feel like you probably have since we've been married.
Of course, but I've not bought like a single person. But if like, I want to use any of my friends because they're in a relationship now, but let's say if they wasn't in a relationship and they were single and they was with a girl at the bar and I'm buying shots for everybody, I'm not going to be like, shit, listen, you got to get her shot because I'm married.
Not
and it just
that, but
that's
I think that there's been times where that wasn't the situation.
Always a situation.
Where it was just some girls that y'all bought drinks for.
Nah.
Okay. So like same, like there would be no reason because again, why would you be buying them a drink? Yeah. Because you're going to entertain a conversation with them. Whether it's for your friend or not, it shouldn't be coming from you.
If I'm buying shots for everybody.
I didn't say that. I'm saying just for a woman or her friends or whatever. I don't care if they know your boys. Like you shouldn't be buying them drinks.
Okay. I see what you're saying.
But, and same with me. Like I just wouldn't do it. I just don't find, and again, it's for respect, but I'm not going to entertain unnecessary conversations. I'm just not going to do it. I don't have it in me.
Makes sense. Tell me this. Okay. So I saw this one clip on I think it was TikTok, and it was asking the question to his wife. I think he was asking wife, and he asked her, or maybe she asked him, like, "Do you like me?"
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So
just like you like the person I am?
Do you like the person that I am? Like, do you like me? Because just because you love somebody and married to him, just because you love them, but like, do you literally like this
your
person?
Kids, you love them, but do you like them?
Like, do you like them? Like, do you like me?
Are you asking me that?
Yeah, I'm asking, do you like me?
Yeah, I genuinely like you.
You genuinely
get on my nerves, but like I like you.
Yeah, because I feel like you have to.
It would be
like
bizarre.
You can't say it'd be bizarre if I didn't like.
Andre,
it's plenty of people that are
like
married. It's plenty of people that are married that don't like their spouse. They love them to death. Like
that's bullshit.
There's a difference between being. What the hell are you talking about? There's a difference between loving somebody and liking somebody.
But
it's a big difference. What are you talking about? It's been times where I was like, damn, I love her, but I can't stand. We had seasons.
Who?
You. What are you talking about? You. I've been plenty of months that I've been with you and I didn't like you. That hurt your feelings right now?
I mean, whatever.
Okay, but we're being honest with each other.
Okay.
It's been plenty of times where I didn't like you. I loved you. It didn't stop my love for you or I have for you. But it was like, I really don't like her right now. It didn't have to be, it could have been me. Of what I was going through, why I didn't like you or something. Mm-hmm. But it's been times where I didn't like you. You can't say you've liked me all through, because we've had storms in our marriage and stuff. Mm-hmm. We're not perfect. So there's not times where you be like, I fucking like him. You probably be like, I love him and we got to get through this. But it wasn't like, in that time when we was going through our storms, you was like, I like everything about him. Mm-mm. Correct?
Correct.
Okay, so when right now at our stage of marriage, 13 years in the game strong, right now, I like you. It's been times
Hallelujah. I am so annoyed right now if y'all can't tell.
But do you like me right now? Well, last night I
liked you about 30 seconds ago. I don't really like you right now.
No, last night I when we was having a conversation with Ross and them, mm-hmm. I was like, Jenni likes me. My wife likes me. I can tell how you, when we were talking about, let's jump into that. Well, so did we answer the question? Do you like me?
No.
No, no.
I don't.
Go be honest.
You're not going to make me look like an asshole.
No.
I like him so much. I don't like you.
No, I've said we've been through seasons where I didn't like you.
So, like, I feel like there are moments in days where I'm like, ooh, he gets on my nerves. I don't like him. But, like, I've never had months where I went not liking you.
Well, I hold grudges longer than you.
But I had never done anything to you to where you really need to hold a grudge.
I just said this. Sometimes not always you. Sometimes it's be what I'm going through where I take it out on everybody.
Yeah.
You know that, though. But you know that about me. It's been times where I'm done, it'd be me, but I take it out on everybody else.
Yeah.
It's what it is.
Yeah.
So that's what I mean. So I do like you in this season of our life. Like,
I would like to ask, like, because I know that there are specific things that I probably do, and I've wanted to ask you before, but then I'm like, I don't know if I want to know, like, there are probably things about me that like get on your nerves the most, and I would like to know what those things are. Not now. You just did enough.
Wait, I just
like not now.
I tell you, I don't like you. I didn't say I didn't like you.
That'll be another podcast.
13 years of marriage.
I'm not emotionally.
There's been some times where I didn't like you.
I'm not emotionally mature enough right now.
Okay.
To handle what you don't like about me. So let's move past that. But one day
I like everything
we can
about
talk
you,
about
baby.
that. But
I said it was sometimes it's me and I take it out on everybody. Doesn't mean I don't love you.
You said like 5 times in a row, I don't like you. Like just now.
No.
Literally, like you kept saying
No. I said
I know my face got red. So
no.
I was getting hot.
I didn't say I don't like you. I said it's been times when we've been in storms where I didn't like you. That's what I said. But see how crazy women are emotional.
I just said I'm not emotional.
I know you
mature enough right now.
You received
not right now.
that in your brain as he don't like me. No, I didn't even say that. I just said there's been times when we've been in storms where I didn't like you. Like that's what I said.
And you saying it.
No, but I'm saying I want you to put it in your head. Like you really thought that I didn't like you, like don't like you.
Yeah.
Wait. See, that's what I'm saying. You're definitely emotionally unstable to have this conversation right now. So
yeah, I'm too tired for this one.
We can't even have it. But hey, listen, y'all in relationships, there's a difference between love and liking. You're not always gonna like your spouse. Not saying that you're not gonna not love them, because you're always going to love that person, but it's going to be times where you don't like that person.
Preferably not months at a time, but for sure. If it, but it happens. But in those months, if it is going months, you got to recognize it and try to get out of it have communications, because the longer you go feeling that type of way towards someone, the bigger the distance between y'all is harder to close that gap. So like. If we're talking about what we said last night, which was with Ross and Lisa, which I like the words that they use, like we're in a storm right now. Not saying they're in it right now, just talking right now. But like if you're in a storm in your relationship, and Ross made me laugh because he was like, so like how long is this storm gonna last?
Yeah, because that's how dudes are. That's how we think. We're like, how long is the storm gonna last? Because I can like be done with this damn storm like tomorrow.
But I don't agree with that either, because I feel like you're the one that like I can literally get over things extremely fast. You're the one that doesn't get over things. So like grudges. Yeah, I feel like it's opposite for me. I'm like, how long is this like this little attitude gonna last for you? Because I don't feel like I hold attitudes for that long. I don't have
little attitude. Like what are you talking about? Like I don't have attitude.
Okay, meanness. Okay, whatever.
There you go.
You're mean.
Okay.
You're mean. How does that feel? To hurt your feelings?
Not even a little bit, because I know this though. Like I know that about me though.
So, but in relationships, I think it's really important, because I do get annoyed with like the perfect couples on Instagram.
Yeah.
Who everyone thinks they're perfect. Their life looks perfect. Their money is perfect. Their kids are perfect. They go to the perfect school. They do perfect this. They do like. In my opinion, that is what they want you to see. It's like having an affair, basically.
Yeah.
You're showing this person what you want them to see, or showing the world what you want them to see, and it's not really what is happening when the door is closed, right? So like I think it's important for us being on this platform to talk about real life shit, and knowing that when you're married, it is not always it's always love, right?
Yeah.
But it's not always like
And
you just
storms
said.
don't mean it's over. Just because you have a
No.
storm doesn't mean it's over. It just means it's time to fight for what you got. Like to be able to weather them storms together, to be able to stay in the thick and stuff together. I mean,
Yeah.
because if you meet somebody that's been in a marriage and they're like, oh, we never fight, then y'all ain't married. I don't know what y'all call that shit. Where y'all talking about they never
Because
fight,
it's-
they never have problems. We just so much alike. Man, y'all bullshit.
Ugh. Can you imagine being with someone that's so much like you and not fighting? Like,
Yeah.
no, it doesn't work. It's just, but what I told them in that moment is, but those storms, when you actually work through them, those storms are what build your marriage to be stronger. Without those storms, and then y'all working together to get back to the love and the like, once you get out of that storm, your love and likeness is greater than it was before the storm.
Yeah.
And so you have to don't give up on it because you're in that storm. Like
For
don't
sure.
give up on it, because once you grow through that, your marriage or your relationship is so much stronger. And that's what I was saying last night is like, I can look at him and just be like, God, I just love everything about him. Like everything about him.
At this point in our marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
it's not always like that.
No,
y'all.
there were times where, I mean, shit, I guess I didn't like you, but never like months. And like I did never go months straight not
Yeah,
liking you. But like I said, there's days where we're having a good day, right? But somewhere in that day, you might say something rude and I'll be like, oh, I don't like him in my brain.
Yeah.
Or sometimes I'll like flip you the bird and you don't know it. I'll be like in the bathroom like,
What is wrong with you?
But then I get over it.
God, this shit is crazy, dog. Who goes in the bathroom and flicks
Well,
off
can
their
you-
spouse? Like, what? What is...
Can you imagine if I did it to your face? It makes me
I
feel
feel
better.
like it's
I
better
gets
if
my
you do it in my
anger.
face and not like in the bathroom. Like, what?
No, I would never want to do that to your face.
Oh, you care about my feelings?
No, well, I feel like it's disrespectful and I don't want to disrespect you.
Okay.
But if I'm angry and I don't want to yell at you or like get out of, pocket, then I can go in the bathroom and grit my own teeth and flip
Flip
the
off
wall
mirror and
off.
shit?
Yeah.
That's weird. But yeah, man, it's gonna be storms.
Shit works.
It's gonna be storms.
We're here.
You got to work through them. And there's
Preferably don't tell them that you don't like them. Let's just work through
definitely
it.
tell them that. Be honest with each other. Honesty works out. But piggyback on that. Tell me this. Y'all viewers tell us this. So if y'all are beefing with each other, what is the best mechanism for y'all to get over the beef? Talking or clapping cheeks? Like, what is the best for y'all? What is yours? Like, would you rather have sex or talk
so
first?
here's the deal. If it's just me, my personal, what would be better for me? I guess it depends on the situation. What's better for our marriage is I feel like the bedroom behavior first, because then I know that now opens you up to have a conversation with me.
It's called post-nut clarity.
There's that.
Yeah.
So if I know what works best, I would say probably just, because we've talked about this before.
You like to talk.
The
Come on.
majority of our problems, if we're really on each other's nerves, if you don't like me, it's probably because we haven't. What words are we allowed to use?
Clap cheeks.
I'm not saying that. We haven't done that in 3 days.
I want you
if
to say
it's
clap
been 3
cheeks.
days, then we're fighting. We're
Yeah.
going to be in some type of little tiffle or sniffle or whatever you want to call it.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and I know the only reason why we're butting heads is because that hasn't happened. And it's you, it's not me, it's you. If you have, if you're released.
Yeah, I guess since you don't want to say clap cheeks, okay. Release is cool.
Then all of a sudden you feel differently towards me and things aren't bothering you or as annoying you as much. So I think it depends on the situation. Obviously, if you have done something crazy and totally disrespected me and we haven't been talking, I'm probably not going to want to go get in the bed with you.
Yeah.
So it depends on what it is. If it's like minor stuff, just getting on each other's nerves, then I think you just need to have sex and get it over with.
For sure. I would just rather clap cheeks and not even talk.
Of course. But then...
Well, because I'm already done with the feeling now. I don't even care about what the
right,
argument is about.
But the other
I'm
person
good.
might still have something to talk about. But again,
Get your shit
you
off,
happen
talk.
to
Get
be
it off.
married to someone that gets over things really quickly. So like I tend to not care either after the fact.
Yeah.
So,
After you release.
I don't think it has anything to... What bothers me the most, which you know this about me, is I if we're not right, my whole day is like ruined. Like I don't function well if me and you aren't normal, which I think you hold that. I think you use that sometimes because you know it affects me and it doesn't really affect you. And so you can be
So I don't
mean
fight
to
fair?
me. No, you never fight fair.
Oh.
But you're purposely mean to me. You haven't done this in a long time, but like, you know it's going to affect me and it's not going to affect you.
Yeah.
So like, I know that if we sleep together, you're kind of over your whatever it is
I don't
that
like
you
how
were
that sounds
mad
when we
about.
sleep together.
I don't
Because we're
like saying
we're husband and wife. I don't like sleep together. We make love,
when
baby.
we make love.
There you go. Get it
We
right.
have- yeah.
All right, we're finna close this thing. We're gonna have some of these questions, it's called the viewer question lightning round. But we've
Lightning?
answered. Yeah, because we're gonna
Like fast?
Boom, boom,
Let's
we're
go.
just gonna knock them out. It ain't like we're gonna spend time on them. It says, how do y'all argue without going too far?
Sex.
Sex. I mean, but I like to fight though. I mean, I don't fight fair, but sex is good.
You're better. You're
Yeah,
better than
I'm
you
more
used
emotionally
to be.
intelligent now.
Yeah, he used to. Well, you would go 2 weeks.
Well, I didn't like you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shit was crazy.
Yeah.
It was so annoying. And nothing would have ever happened. Like you would come home one day and just, he didn't like me. So for the next 2 weeks, I'm not liked. And there was
something did
nothing
happen.
that happened. It wasn't a fight. It wasn't like I never would know why.
It's not always you. You shout you're selfish right there. Sometimes it's me.
Or it was selfish of you to treat me that way.
Sounds better the other way
when
around.
it was you.
Is it okay to vent to friends about your marriage?
No.
No. Never.
Do not.
Should your spouse know your social media passwords?
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't bother me.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. When do you know your marriage needs counseling?
If you have to think about it, then maybe you need it. If you're like, they say go to counseling all the time, even when you're good. Even when you're good, go to counseling. That's what they say.
Yeah.
So I think counseling is good for anyone that feels they need it. And I don't, listen, if you're to the point where you're debating on leaving your relationship, go seek counseling first.
Yeah.
Because what the statistics do say that once you're divorced, like more than 50% of those people look back at that marriage and say, ooh, I could have made that work.
Yeah.
So go to therapy and see.
Last question. What's the pettiest thing y'all ever argued about?
Probably what just happened.
Oh, because you got sensitive. You got sensitive over me saying I didn't like you.
What's the pettiest thing we ever argued over?
I don't know. You're petty all the time.
You're petty all the time. I mean, that, what's petty, what we argue over? Pick a place to eat. And then I pick a place. You don't pick good places. And then you want to pick the place anyways. Or what are we going to talk about on the podcast? This. You don't ever help with the podcast anyways. We those type
Argue
of,
about those petty things?
Yeah.
Okay, I found it. She said, the viewer asked, do you talk about best friend betrayal? My best friend has just left me for my ex. This is a woman. And he's not even bothered with his child since doing so. Then for a cheap text of my ex, not her telling me sorry for seeing my friend. So basically,
I think her English is broken a little bit. I don't think she's from, or is she? I don't know. I could be wrong on that. So her some of it was a little confusing, but what it sounds like is she has a kid with this guy.
Uh-huh.
Her best friend and him are now together, and she didn't even get a text or anything from the friend. I think the boyfriend or the man let her know, oh, by the way, I've been seeing your friend. I can't comprehend this.
Yeah.
Like the way I am wired, I do not comprehend people messing with friends or baby mamas, daddies of your friend. Like I can't, that is like over my head. Like to me, that's like narcissistic behavior on the lines of how do you not, you truly only care about yourself. Like,
for sure.
I can't do that to somebody else. I would never allow my emotions to ever get to a point to where I would be questioning if I like my husband's or my boyfriend's friend.
Yeah.
Like, that's crazy to me. And people,
I think it happens a lot.
because I don't think people have respect for people. That's why. Like, it's not true friendships. It's not true respect. Like, if you can do that and you let your guard down enough to get emotionally attached to someone that your best friend is with or has kids with, that's crazy. You need to check yourself. You need to go to therapy that you allowed that to happen.
Yeah.
Like, have some self-control. That's not you. This is not the person for you. He's involved with your best friend and have kids with your best friend. Like, there's so many fish in the sea. Why would you choose that person?
Yeah, for sure. That's your
That's
opinion.
where
I mean,
that's where I would have.
What is your advice to her?
I would get a chart. I would. My advice would be
Violence.
my advice. Would
Why
be
is it
violence.
always violence with you though?
Listen, there would be violence for me.
So, viewer, I was about to say your name. Her advice is horrible. Don't take the violent route. Just remove yourself from the situation. There's other fish in the sea. Your friend is not your friend.
He's
you better
not for you, and she's not for you.
Fuck.
Like,
I wouldn't even. I mean, he has to be involved because obviously that's your baby's father. So
Right.
he has to be involved. You're going to have to see him. You're going to have some type of relationship. But she should definitely be going out of your life forever.
Yeah, be thankful, I guess, that, you know what, let them be happy.
Yeah.
Let them be happy together, knowing that they're shitty people.
For sure.
That's how I view it.
We're closing this thing out. I like to put on record, Jenni, I like you.
Thank you. I like you too.
All right, man. This is episode 60, man. This is Coffee with Jenni and Dre. You can find us on all streaming platforms. You can find us on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube. We are everywhere. We are coming to a city near you. We might do a tour. We might do a coffee shop tour. If y'all about that shit, man, let us know. We'll do a coffee shop tour, like a live coffee shop tour. People can come in, ask questions. We'll answer viewer questions. We'll have a few topics, man, and we'll make something happen, man. We appreciate y'all listening, man. We appreciate y'all. We love y'all. This is Coffee with Jenni and Dre, and we out.
Peace.